welcome to Spawn Respawn. I'm Kat and I'm here today with Jed and we're going to be talking a little bit about Speaking Simulator. Now, I keep saying to these guys, Mandible Manipulator. Where did I see that and why does that keep coming to my head?
Mandible Manipulator? I don't know, I haven't seen that either.
I think it's written somewhere in like the press info that we got, or like for whatever reason, I guess the S and the S and the M and the M, I'm just like, Mandible Manipulator. It just keeps coming out. Anyways, tell us a little bit about this awesome game that we played a bit of yesterday.
Okay, so Speaking Simulator is the heartwarming tale of a robot who's trying to destroy human society just by having conversations with humans. So, like we're having now, I'm moving my mouth and tongue around to make my words come out, and that's what you have to do in Speaking Simulator.
Perfect. Now, Dylan, part of our crew, played a lot of it yesterday, and he did really well. How have you found people have been taking to the game so far?
There's always completely different approaches. It plays like a first-person shooter, so I think people with first-person shooter experience sort of take to it, because it's WASD to move the tongue up, down, left and right, and then you click and drag on the lips to like stretch it, pucker it, open it and close it. So I think you have a little bit of an edge if you have that experience, but otherwise it's like completely different from everything.
Yeah, for sure. And I noticed, so there's 3 places in the mouth and they seemed very similar to obviously places that you would naturally be touching with your tongue when you speak. Did you base it around like in terms of linguistics or anything, have a look at that, or was it more of a gameplay feel that you were going for?
So I came up with the original idea when I was like researching facial animation. So I was thinking about how it mechanically has to work. And then when we started developing the game, I did so much Googling. We tried to almost make like a medical device, like making it as close as possible, but it just wasn't fun. It sounded awful. And we basically simplified it to sort of like the 3 key areas that your tongue sort of needs to go to. So it does match up to like linguistic theory and like what you have to do, but it's definitely simplified a little bit.
Awesome, that makes sense. Now, yesterday we played with 2 extra features that were moving your eyebrows around and moving your smile around, but I have seen that you have a webcam working today. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the facial recognition controller, we just got it working today. It broke as we arrived in Melbourne. But basically we have a webcam that reads your face and it tracks your mouth, and you can use your mouth to control the robot's mouth. It's really, really hard.
It seems in a way harder but easier, but like, what do you think the overall experiences has been with the webcam? Are people loving it?
Basically, like it makes it way, way more hilarious. I find myself like watching them play and then I'm like wanting them to do, like I'm mouthing along with it, and it's just a really strange sensation.
You're kind of like backseat gaming with the ooh ah, ooh ah.
I'm like, why aren't they opening their mouth wider?
Excellent. Well, was there any last things you wanted to tell us about the game before we leave you to the rest of your PAX experience?
We're on Steam at the moment and you can wishlist us. We should be coming out early 2020.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's amazing. We'll probably jump back into it a little bit more and enjoy the rest of your day today. Easy.
Thanks for checking out this series of developer interviews from Pax Australia 2019. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our weekly podcast available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts and Podbean. Just search for Spawn Respawn. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel and follow us on Twitter at SpawnRespawnPC. Thanks a ton for watching. We'll see you again soon.